Good morning, my beautiful people, my fellow earthlings. This is Anna Ari coming to you from the AHA Institute, where we are awakening health awareness. That means mind, body, and spirit. And I just wanted to come out here today and share with you guys a little bit about this journey, what we're going to be doing on this channel, what we're doing here at the AHA Institute. It's whole person healing. So mind, body, soul healing. A lot of us have experienced trauma and things in our lives that we are not able to get over easily. And because of those things, it has shaped who we are as human beings and how we respond and react to other human beings. And now that I understand how connected we all are and how important it is for us all to be healed, that has become my life's purpose. So I come from a background of being raised by a single mother, having an Iranian father who was interesting. My dad loved me, don't get me wrong. Love is important, and I had it. But how people choose to love you is another thing. And trying to understand the way that people love you is part of your healing journey as well. Understanding that people can only love you to the best of their ability and what they've been taught. And the key is really to just accept people for who they are and love them anyway. My mentor, Opal Wong, is full of love and light, and she is the most forgiving, understanding, just amazing human being on the planet, I swear. And I've learned so much from her. And so I just really am excited about my healing journey and my healing process. And because in my last job, I had a support group for women, for single mothers. And it inspired me to want to continue to do that work, even though I'm no longer at that job. I want to help people, women, single moms, anyone who has experienced trauma, self-doubt, pain, anything, just to know that you can heal. And so I've done a lot of research over the last few years, and there's lots of stuff out there on the internet that you can learn from, but for some reason I am being called to do this as well. So maybe someone needs to hear it from me. I grew up in a bad neighborhood. I grew up where it was rough. One of the concepts that I'm toying with for a book I want to write, or maybe even this channel, is just hood to healing. Because when you grow up in a bad neighborhood where everybody's mindset is violent and criminal, and they just don't have a lot of love and protection and shelter. It's the hierarchy of needs, really. If in order to succeed, in order to dream and believe in your dreams and be able to follow your dreams, you have to have these basic needs. So if you don't have a roof over your head, if you don't have food, if you don't have clothing, if you don't have just your basic needs, a toothbrush, some toothpaste, like things that the average human being, or the average American, I should say, takes for granted. Like, you're not going to be successful because you're worried about where that next meal is coming from, or you're worried about, people going to jail or being shot, or, it's a rough life. And I was fortunate enough to, even though we lived in a bad neighborhood, I had a mother who, who is very loving and very caring, and she never gave up on me, no matter how bad I was, no matter how much trouble I got into. She would not give up on me. And so I'm out here, following her example and not giving up on the people that I know have a gift. We all have a gift. We all have a light that shines in us, and we all, have the privilege and the right to let that light shine. Let it shine. So this is the beginning of this journey. I have videos that I made over the past year and a half what happened to me more recently in my life. I mean, we can go all the way back to my childhood, and we'll probably touch on these things as we deal with trauma and other things. But most recently, what tore me down and broke me apart um, was losing my job. I was doing community work. I was building a community. I was creating community. We had a garden. We had programs. We had dance programs, after school programs, educational things going on. And my pride and joy was, the teen leadership program that I was a part of, that I led as a coach and a course leader. And then that parent support group. Um, just, I just saw amazing things happen when people are taught to identify their core values and what means most to them, and then create a vision for their life. Um, you feel you have a purpose, and we all have a purpose. We're all here for a reason. You have a purpose. I don't care how much wrong you've done in your life. I don't care how, I mean, I don't care how mistreated you've been in your life. Like, that's not who you are. And it doesn't define you, and you don't have to let it define you. You can be anything you want to be, and if you have a dream in your heart, I'm here to tell you, make it come true. No matter what you have to do, like, get rid of those knuckleheads you're running with, and surround yourself with people who will show you love, who will give you love and see you for who you are capable of being. You can live your best life. You can live to your highest potential. And that's what we're about here at the AHA Institute is finding your gift, finding that light in you, and allowing you to open up and let that light shine. My favorite quote, and the quote that changed my life, is a quote by Marianne Williamson. And I don't know it by heart, and I should know it by heart because it's completely changed my world. But it's called Our Deepest Fears. And our deepest fears are not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fears are not that we're going to fail. Our deepest fears are that we're powerful beyond measure. And so you're not afraid to fail. You're afraid to be everything that you could possibly be because you don't know what that looks like, because you don't know anybody who's done what you want to do. And so because you don't have that model, and because you don't have that pre-wired disposition in your nervous system to know that you're capable of doing these things, it feels weird. Your brain is hardwired for patterns. And so the patterns that you have in your life are the things that are easiest for you to continue and do. But you can break those patterns, and you can break those thought processes, and you don't have to. You can transcend your nervous system. So whatever you're hardwired to be or hardwired to do, you can change. And you've seen it. There's famous people all over the world who grew up rough, or were homeless, or had just crazy, awful circumstances, and chips stacked against them, and they overcame. So I'm here to just help you do that. And as I'm going on my journey and trying to transcend my nervous system and try to overcome the obstacles that I have had to face, I just want to take some people with me and maybe help them grow. I keep seeing this meme, and it's almost like a sign from God or something that, what does it say? It says, to tell your story, and that someday your story will be someone else's survival guide. So my survival guides are people like Lisa Nichols or Tony Robbins, or people who have overcome their obstacles and are out there motivating people and empowering people to be their best selves. And while I'm still working on me and still trying to be my best self, I believe in people, and I believe in the power of love, and I believe in our ability to create miracles, to make miracles happen. And so, again, this is just an intro to what's to come. And I'm feeling good. I just went to yoga and worked out for a couple hours, and that's what I've made a priority in my life, is to take really good care of myself. And I want to encourage you and empower you and do whatever I can to help you do that for yourself as well. It's not over. No matter how bad you got it, no matter what you're going through, I promise you it'll get better. You know, this too shall pass. Tomorrow's another day. Just never stop believing and just always have faith. And I'm going to keep these videos short so that that they're not too much, that you guys can just take a few minutes out of your day. I'm going to go meditate. Nobody's here, so I'm going to go take advantage of the meditation room and get my mind right. And hopefully we're on a path where we can help you get your mind right too. So have a wonderful day and enjoy.